right. Let me do a quick test. I hope everybody can be fine with me doing this and they hear it, but I've learned with Blender and D3D, always check.
Always
check. Okay, it is up. It is running. Let's get ready for 3, 2, 1, click.
check.
All right. So here we are with a sculpting, what are we going to call this? Interviewtorial?
Intertoil?
That sounds really stupid. Let's do interview.
That sounds really
Tutorial view.
Nah.
Tutorial view. I will let somebody else. Okay, so right now we're adding clay strips. You're setting up your sculpting. You're doing dynamic topology, and you said that helps you. Explain that again.
Dynamic topology enables tools to add faces whenever you use them.
So that's an automatic thing.
Faces. Yeah, it's automatic.
And right now you're doing clay strips because you need that to start building off it, right?
Yeah, my base shape.
Yeah, and let's cover something early, is the fact you're always rotating around. I think we need to cover that early. So why is it that you're doing this constant shifting?
Yeah, the reason I'm always rotating is because that constantly refreshes the image in my mind so that I don't ever get bored with what I'm sculpting.
Yeah, and you get one side. No, okay. Now right here is a new tool. I want to get to that real quick. This is the snake tool, and you're in mirror mode. Just
snake
people
hook.
Can figure it, but
snake hook.
Snake hook. Yeah, snake tool, snake hook, whatever.
Hey, Blender requires specifics.
Yeah, I know. Blender, and Blender can be Blender sometimes, so it can deal with it. All right, so this is what, pull, lift, or...
I'm still using the snake hook.
Oh, okay.
It can be used like the pull tool, but it re-topologizes.
Oh, okay. Whereas if you do some other tools, it won't do the retopology.
Yeah, it won't start changing the faces. It's a little subtle, but earlier when I was using the snake hook tool, while being really zoomed out, the faces around it were being changed. That's what
because it depends on where. Oh, here we go. Your favorite tool, crease tool.
Yeah, I really love using it.
And you have a really high setting because you're just trying to shave off a whole bunch, I think, right?
Yeah, trying to get a really definite shape.
And then smooth, obviously.
Yeah.
Now, does it do a more powerful job in the center of that circle and weaker around it, or?
I think it is the same for the entire circle.
Okay. So it probably gauges the strength by how it affects things around the circle then. This would be good to know because I'm not the best at the sculpting thing, so to understand that circle and how close I am.
Yeah, a lot of the effects do matter how far you are from the object. Like, if I was really far away right now with the clay strips, things will get really distorted really fast. Because the circle is going to take up so much space.
Yeah, I can see that. So you see, you were going to start with a demon head, but you decided to do a minotaur or something?
Yeah, that's what it became at the end.
Okay. All right, so if this keeps going, so right now you're just doing what? Just getting the shape ready for work, or?
I'm kind of adding some thickness to it while smoothing things out with the clay strips.
So just kind of filling it out then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, a thing that needs to be noted is that using the clay strips on a thin place, like the top of those horns, it'll actually start flattening it out.
Oh, so instead of squishing it, it actually flattens it out by expanding it a bit.
Yeah, then you get this thin thing, and you're like, oh no. That's why I use the inflate tool.
Yeah, I think this is going well because it's going the right pace, and they can see when the... we didn't turn on the screencast. Oops. That's our fault, so hopefully people can recognize a mouse click over a button or something.
Yeah, I hope they can tell that all I'm doing is clicking mouse and using the mouse wheel to rotate around.
Yeah.
And here's where it actually starts becoming a sort of a minotaur, because I'm getting the brow made, and then eventually the top of the head, and then the rest of the face starts coming into view.
We'll have to learn to do some model making and actually. I wouldn't mind actually making outfits that you design. I think that just be kind of cool. Boom. Oh yeah, it's you can almost see you're just trying to see. I don't think I would have that level of, making sure it is. I'm just like, oh heck with it. It's got a nose, yank it out. I make balloon animals for God's sake. Give me your break. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that.
And here's where I start making the brow much more definite, and the nose.
Much more.
More better.
More better. Much more better. Yeah, I don't know who he is. He's not my kid. I found him on the street. I don't know who he is. He showed up on the doorstep. We can't get rid of him.
My God.
Okay, let's see how much. Because I was hoping for high speed. How much further? Okay, because let's jump ahead, and let's see that minute mark. Actually, I know. How about 9 minutes? You're doing some work on the eyes and creases. You're starting to do some detail work. Let's kind of like talk about that a bit. It's around about 9 minutes right now.
All right.
You're just now doing the eyes, and the nose is almost started.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 9:12, so it doesn't matter as long as you're close to there. So essentially, you're working on the eyes.
Yeah, getting them carved out.
Yeah.
Even though I actually don't make the eyes, because I don't think I have enough time for that.
Yeah. Okay. Right now, you're jumping over. You're doing a lot of node or split screen on the windows.
Yeah, that is setting.
Oh, you're doing shader work. Yeah.
Setting up a really simple shader so that it actually shows up in a rendered mode.
Okay.
Here's where lag happens because of UV unwrapping.
Yeah. Now, is this so you can paint?
Yeah, this is so I can paint. And the reason why this needs to be done is because when it's unwrapped, it'll allow you to put a simple black image over the unwrapped sections. And that's what you're actually painting on.
Oh, wow, it's really lagging. You must have about a couple million. How many vertices do you have? 344,000?
Oh, yeah. 114,000.
114. I was looking at the wrong one. Oh, edges. I was looking at edges. 344,000 edges. Almost a 250,000 faces.
But yeah, that's...
There you go.
Plug the image texture into the color for the
diffuse. Yeah, so now you're in your texture chart. You're choosing colors.
Yeah, texture paint.
Oh, so now you're just painting.
Yep, getting the symmetry set up, which is very crucial.
Yeah.
This lags too because it's applying maximum strength color to tons of faces at once.
Yeah.
But it's least
you need a lot more than our home system.
Yeah.
So this is almost like selecting with when you hit C to like group select things in edit mode.
It's pretty similar. And the thing is, the paint tool doesn't care how close you are because it'll paint whatever the circle is on, like right here when it lags, because it's applying some of the paint towards the rest of the head, even when I'm trying to get the horns.
Yeah.
Which is annoying.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I'll try to jump ahead a little bit so we can see if we got more of it done. Okay, there's a point where you start getting silly. There's
Yeah.
paint going everywhere, so it looks like you got silly. You said, I had enough of it. I'm running out of time. Yeah, right at 13 minutes. So it's almost towards the end. Right around 13 minutes. 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Is this where you just like heck with it, just trying to show what you can do?
It's up.
Yeah, so far everything's kind of white, and then you just go, oh heck with it. You get to
Yeah.
blue swash. It looks like you were going to do the eye, and you're like, nah, I don't want to deal with it. I'm running out of time.
We're not going to put that much detail in the eyes.
Yeah. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but we only gave ourselves a few minutes to try this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you're putting like war paint on it.
I really will place, but
Okay, your microphone's kind of going out.
yeah, that's just a microphone.
Yeah, I lost most of you.
Oh no!
All right, I think that's good enough. Okay, well, this is Dave the Dad. Introduce yourself, Calvin.
This is Calvin, the really weird person that was apparently found on the street.
Oh, yes, that's right. We'll find a new description for you later. All right, everybody have a good time. I hope that works.
Bye.